So great. So we'll talk about those coming up. But first, let's talk about this. Another incredible price. This is the SuperCal Petunia live plants. You're getting 4 of them for 3 easy payments of $7.33. 4 gorgeous plants in lavender, rose, or 2 of lavender and 2 of rose.
Lavender Star and Rose Star.
Lavender Star and Rose Star.
Yeah.
Here's what they look like in, this looks like actually the Roberta's Trial Gardens outside of Michigan.
Yeah.
Eric, are these the trial gardens coming up?
Yes.
Yep, that's
Look how
actually
beautiful they were, and that's why we picked them.
Wow.
Aren't those gorgeous colors?
Actually, I saw those.
Did you?
Like Eric just said, he's like, you saw those. Yep, growing in the trial gardens back in July.
They're just stunning. Okay, so these are SuperCal. Eric, by the way, Mike says we need to bring fragilistic petunias next year, and then we'll have a set. That's my dumb husband. But anyway, SuperCal is brought to you by the same grower that brings you your famous sun patiens. They're called Cicada. So you know these petunias are extraordinary. And there's, you know, petunias are a dime a dozen. You can find them everywhere. Most of them are just so okay, kind of scraggly. What happens with the SuperCal is that we have actually combined, or they look like they've been combined with that beautiful smaller calibrachoa that you see, which is like a little petunia. And we've combined that with, or Cicada has combined that with a full-size petunia. So what happens with these petunias is they're much sturdier. So when it rains, the leaves don't get, petals don't get all stuck together and wilted over and mushy like often you find with your petunias. And they stand up. You're always going to have this wonderful mounding effect, a blanket of flowers, and gorgeous. No stringy, long, you know, vine with like 2 flowers at the end.
And it's not like this is untested. You know, Cicada is the breeder, but your own Roberta's, who produces your plants for you, they have the trial gardens. So these have already been trialed. They're only here because Carolyn loved them, and Eric from Roberta said, you know what, those actually perform great. We're okay with it.
And petunias are, by the way, my mom's Roberta's petunias that she got 2 years ago are still blooming. She's in North Carolina. They're supposed to be an annual. They come back every year.
That's amazing.
She just sent me a picture of, they're like 3 feet tall.
I love that.
So these are high quality petunias. And again, they're the most versatile of flowers. They're an annual. We'll just say they're an annual, but they can go in window boxes, they can go in hanging baskets, they can go in any container, they can go in the ground because this particular petunia has a mounding effect. They are absolutely beautiful, pest resistant, sturdy. I just think they're just the outstanding petunia, and that's why they're called SuperCal.
Let's show what you're going to get. And then I want to go back and you can see like differences.
Look what's coming out of the box. Big flowers already. And so you'll see.
These are beautiful.
We have them both out here?
Oh, I think just the...
Okay, so you're going to get Lavender Star and Rose Star. This is going to be your set. You'll get both colors and, you know, again, big flowers ready to go. And you'll have different stages. Oh, the other thing about these is, you see this little guy right here? He's getting ready to bloom. But as this one you know, fades and gets a little shrivelly, it drops itself off.
So you don't have
to deadhead. So you don't have to deadhead these.
So question, Carolyn, is this just one plant?
Yeah, this is an annual. It's going to get to the full size this season.
So you're going to get double this.
They'll get 12 to 18 inches high. 14 to 32, that's almost 3 feet across.
Let's take a look at...
Look at this. This is one plant, one plant.
Beautiful, so beautiful. And so here's what they're going to look like when you're growing them. Now
you get 2 of each.
Well, obviously the ones we have, we grew in a greenhouse, but when you have them out and they're getting that sun, you're going to see more flower than plant. Yeah,
no, you won't see like the gaps you see in other petunias. And after it rains, you know, half of them are tipped over or stuck together and they just never recover. So you have to wait till the new ones bloom. You'll always have blooming action going on these. The thing you need to remember about petunias, everybody, is that they're very heavy feeders. And that's why we're sending you along a sample of Roberta's new petunia food. This was formulated especially for, now this is the full-size bag you can get on QVC.com, but you're getting a sample-size bag that you can apply to your petunias in the box. And if you don't fertilize your petunias at least weekly, they're not going to look like this. I don't care what brand or type you get, because if they're starting to look a little shrivelly or leggy, it's because they're starving. So you need
to
give them fertilizer once a week, and this is the best kind.
Well, thank you for setting expectations, because if you get these home and you don't really water them and you don't feed them, please don't call Carolyn Roberta's and say, why don't my petunias look like they look on television?
Petunias.
Right.
Yeah. So,
see how you look if you don't eat for a week, and
these are
how you feel, right? You're
better
not
than
feel
most.
Great. Exactly.
But if you want them to really go bonkers, then you need to do the petunia feed or fertilizer, and that you mix it with your water, just like Roberta's Bounty, and it's especially formulated for these and other heavy feeder plants.
So this is just half of what you can grow. So where do you like to put yours?
Like I said, anywhere. I love to put them in pots. I love to put them in rock gardens. I have my little pet memorial spots around the yard, and I fill up little baskets with pretty flowers to put around my doggy statues and things like that. These are beautiful in a window box. So that's my goal for this year, is to get a window box on the second floor window outside my master bedroom, because it's just like a little Juliet balcony looking thing, and I would just love to have a window box there. But these will spill. These are actually the thriller, the filler, and the spiller all in one, just because of the way they perform.
Yeah, and you know what? If you do put them in a window box or maybe planters up against your windows outside, make sure it's like a place where you can see them, because I like nothing more than being in my kitchen and looking out the window and seeing my plants blooming.
And again, the pollinators love these. Practically my entire collection is based upon attracting pollinators, and these are really going to have all the butterflies and bees all over them.
Okay, so don't kill me, but you know what I forgot to say? If you want to do auto delivery, we have. I just looked down at my notes. We have auto delivery for next year as well. So as you're signing up for these, go ahead and put yourself on that auto delivery, and you'll get them next year as well at the 2025 price.
Remember, if you love the sun patients that you get every year, these petunias